Hey, this is Jeff Jarrett, the King of the Mountain, and you're listening to WNS Podcast.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source Podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron and Tyler Abear.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I'm Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we welcome you to episode 357 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com.
57?
For all of your wrestling info, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNSvideo, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear. So there you go. Welcome to the show. I was contemplating starting this week's episode similar to how I ended it last week with that little wacky voice, but I decided against it. You know, smarter heads prevailed this week.
You talked a long time.
I did talk a long time, and vocal cord exercise for sure.
Oh yeah.
So welcome to the show. We got lots to cover this week. We got your feedback, Raw, SmackDown Live, Elimination Chamber, hot topics, all that good stuff, and much, much more. Tyler, how you doing?
I am doing all right, sir.
Doing quite well?
All right.
Good. We're going to start the show. We teased it a little bit on the podcast page. We said, hey, big announcement coming soon. And, I dropped some subliminal hints over the past couple of weeks. So if you've listened to the show in the past few weeks, then you might have your suspicions as to what's really going on. We've been waiting a long time to make this announcement. It's finally happening. But before we make the official announcement, I want to start off with a brief little statement. In 2010, a couple of dudes sitting on the couch watching wrestling. Once the show concludes, we're talking about it, making jokes, doing whatever two guys do when we're watching wrestling.
Stupid jokes.
We kind of look at each other and go, are we actually funny, or is it just us? Or is it just our sense of humor? Because, we get one another. We understand where we're coming from. So we decided to put a little podcast together, two single dudes hanging out. And
chicks, man.
Yeah, through the graciousness of Ben, he gave us a shot to make a podcast, and that was 357 episodes ago. Many weeks before that, because we have taken a couple weeks off here and there.
Yep.
Since then, we've both found girlfriends. We have since engaged and wed those girlfriends to now make them our wives.
Yes.
And now, 357 episodes later, the evolution journey continues. Mr. and Mrs. Tyler Abear are expecting a little baby.
Yep.
Woo!
Thank you. That's a good impression.
You ready for that? That is going to be your life for the next 2 years.
The baby is going to be born in August.
Woohoo!
We don't know the gender yet. She's not far enough along.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to take off like about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So depending on the baby, my nights and days may be mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited and terrified at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it's that first dad jitters. I'm sure I'll get there whenever the time comes for me.
yeah.
So
That time comes and I'm going to be like, more confident than
you'll
than
be able
I
to
am
give
now.
me dad advice.
Yeah. And
That'll be good.
So I'll go through it first.
Mhm.
You go through it.
You're the trial run for me.
Yeah. And I've told my wife.
Archie's my trial run.
Yeah.
Can I take care of a dog? Yes. He hasn't died yet, so he's doing all right. He has over 200 followers on Instagram, Archie_Corgi. Cheap plug.
What we may do is in a few weeks we're gonna find out what the gender is, but we're gonna have a gender reveal party.
Nice.
We're gonna invite friends and family. The thing we could do is when we do that and pictures and stuff, maybe we'll
could
bring
live stream
Facebook
it.
live
Yes.
to the podcast.
There we go.
And people can see, or which gender it is. I was about to say it. It. I don't know if I should call that
Your baby.
Is it? No. Yeah. So.
Do you have a preference? I know some people do have preferences.
Oh man, I have been feeling I want a girl.
Yeah.
But I am the last Abear, so
Similar to me. I'm not the last A-Bear, but, you know, as far as,
you're the last
as far as
We're
hearing.
2 A-Bears.
Yeah. No longer the final.
So, my wife and I talked about, you know, having at least 2 kids. So, I mean, a boy and a girl would be good.
Yeah.
I do want the boy to, you know, I know it sounds weird to carry on.
Continue the bloodline.
Yeah. But
Family.
I don't know. I'm feeling right now I want a girl.
Yeah.
So, and don't get me wrong, if I have a boy now, hey, I'm going to be excited. And all that stuff. So,
see, and our family is more similar than we think because we both have an older sister.
Yeah.
So we were the second born. So, you know, odds are you're going to have a girl first and a boy second. That'll probably happen with me as well. You never know.
It was so funny if the trends like repeat and stuff, because I remember growing up, and my sister's 4 years older than me, and I wouldn't say she's this now, but when we were younger, she was like a tomboy. And when stuff went down and stuff, she would always check on me if someone's messed with me. I remember she was in high school and I was in 5th grade, so she knew the 8th grader that was picking on me. She came from the high school and she was trying to find this 8th grader to kick his ass.
Nice.
So you never know.
Yeah. So she'll be the protective sister.
Yeah.
That's how mine was as well. She was the sporty. She was in volleyball and basketball and softball and all that. So so that's exciting news. So tell us your first thoughts when you heard the news that, you know, Mr. A-Bear is now going to be Papa Bear.
Okay, so I can tell you when it happened. It was
In the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, that was before you found out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That was
So it was
how it
December
happened.
8th when I found out. Is when it snowed here.
Yeah.
And
That's a good little present.
yeah, that's how I remember it. That and actually, she went to a friend's house. That's when she was taking the test to make sure and all that stuff. And I went to my friend's house, Sushan, and I was playing video games until midnight. And she texted me, "Oh, why don't you come over to so and so?" I was like, "What? No, it's like late at night. I want to go to bed." Well, they want to see you. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna go. This is stupid. I want to go to bed." So I got there. And they started talking to me a little bit. And I sat down, and I should have clicked. She goes, "Well, I have an extra early Christmas gift for you." So she hands me a box. I was like, "What is this? This is light." And I should have clicked.
Shaking it.
Yeah, I did shake it. Well, what's so funny is they laid the test on something in there, so I shook it and went to the bottom. So when I opened it, I was like, "Why is there an empty box in here?" And I was like, "Well, just look in there." I looked and I was like, "Oh shit!" I said shit, but then,
damn it! Now I got a kid to worry about.
But no, I don't know, man. It was just a thing where I was happy but scared at the same time. But I think the scaredness was coming out more. So they were trying to film me. So the whole time they were trying to talk to me, and I was like, I just want to go home. I need to like think about
Gotta
this.
process all
I gotta
this
process this. So, but no, I am more excited now. But that terrifyingness is still there. So
that's that first parent jitters.
yeah. So I
by
mean,
baby number 2, you're like, whatever.
yeah. The good thing is we got paid off the doctor, the person who's going to deliver the baby. So that's an expense that's good to get out of the way. We're gonna do a gender reveal party. We're gonna do a baby shower. And then Daryl was telling me something about a diaper party thing for
Diaper
me.
derby.
Did she tell you about that?
Yes. Who do you
like-
think's going to be hosting it?
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was always on the fence. I was like, I guess so, whatever. And I was like,
I started, Noah and I guess we'll spoil it for you. Noah and I are going to be putting it together for you.
Oh, really? Did she tell you I was like so about it?
No.
Because she's like, she kept on telling me. I was like, okay, I'm going to change the subject.
We're going to change it up a little bit. I don't know how other derby diaper things go, but we're going to have fun with ours.
Okay.
So Noah and I are going to be putting it together. I actually created an event last night and invited a few people. So I didn't add you just because I didn't know how we were going to break it to you. And it's so far away. It's like in June we're planning it to happen. So we'll make sure to get you added so you can invite all your buddies and we'll have a good time. I want this party to be where the baby gets the cool gifts.
Yeah.
Like all the custom, all the stuff you find at Spencer's and all that, like whatever. Hot Topic, That's what I wanted to
What
be.
were
So
you planning to tell me? I guess you just decided since we talked about it.
Yeah, just on the fly. Might as well since you brought it up and you seemed, interested a little bit at least.
Oh, to be honest with you, I was like, whatever. I was iffy. I kind of
It's a baby shower for guys, but we're gonna get together. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna play some video games.
We're gonna fucking drink.
We can drink if you'd like.
I kind of just blew it off when she said it. I was like, okay, whatever.
It gives the guy something to do so that you're not sitting at the baby shower going, oh, yeah, thanks.
Is this going to be at the same time the thing's going on? The other one?
More than likely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It's sort of like the bachelor party. You know, guys getting together, having fun.
She, I don't know, man. Like, I have some things in my head I'm scared of, and I'll go a little bit into it. I'm not going to go too much. It's just if I'm going to be a good dad. And, you know, a lot of people say just because, you know, you're worrying, you're going to be a good dad and all that stuff. And
you taking my lines, boy?
But no, I don't know. It goes a little deeper than that, but I'm not going to go into it. But
if we have any dads out there who are listening to the show right now, comment some advice that you might have for Mr. Abear in preparation for the baby.
I don't know if he's listening or not, but I'm going to say his name anyway.
All right.
Mr. John David Guerra.
Hey, there you go.
He's I was going to say double dad. He has 2 kids.
You can say double dad.
That's the thing. He's double dad.
Dad of two wonderful children.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. So any of our dads out there listening.
Yeah, if you can give me some advice.
Hook up Mr. Abear with a little dad advice.
Is going to take off. She has her vacation and maternity leave. It's going to be 7 weeks. I get 3 weeks of vacation, but I'm going to take 2 weeks vacation. I'm going to take a week of personal and sick and use 1 week vacation later on and say if the kid, we have to take the kid for appointments or whatever, I'll take off, use a vacation day to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
So when's the due date?
August 12th, so it could be 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. So, yeah. Mid-August.
So be on the lookout come August for baby Abear.
Yeah, and also look out for, and my wife doesn't know this yet, but we just said we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Gender reveal, we're going to go Facebook Live.
Live in it.
For the gender reveal. So it should be like in a month or so, I think.
It's going to be fun.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
We still haven't even decided what we're going to, because she wants to do the gender reveal.
Yeah.
To me, I was being a party pooper. I was like, let me just find out by the doctor and tell everyone.
It's become more tradition.
I don't know. I know it's more tradition. I'm.
Hey man,
it's part of me. I'm just freaking out still.
Free cookies, free cakes. You know, just let it happen.
Lauren's baking cakes, by the way.
There you go. See, free treats.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You'll be all right.
I'm excited. I'm terrified. And sometimes when I get more terrified, I try and get my mind off of it. Maybe that's not the thing to do.
And I want to say, if the numbers are correct as far as the date. Was she or was she not pregnant when we were in Houston for Survivor Series? I want to say yes. Because when
did we go?
Oh, no, I can't remember. Was it November? It was mid to late November.
Oh, she told me what weekend it was.
Yeah.
It's going to sound weird.
Well, you don't have to get into the specifics.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. The weekend that Becky was there. That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
I was like, how did you know that? So I tracked it.
That's the only time we did it. No.
Think she heard us?
Poor Becky.
No, the crazy part was, I'm gonna add more to it, by the way.
No.
Yes.
No. The listeners.
I'm gonna tell you all the people that were in our apartment.
God!
Sushan and Becky were both in our apartment. They were both
naughty.
We got 2 bedrooms, by the way. So Sushan was on the couch in the living room, and Becky was in the guest bedroom. I did not. She told me that, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well." Well, thank you for telling me that. I didn't ask for this information.
It was either really quick or really quiet.
I didn't ask for this information. She just told me,
and now everyone knows.
Yes.
Because they didn't ask for it
either. People in different states and countries are listening to this.
It's just
this that bad angle.
Yeah, terrible angle. Well, congratulations, Tyler. I know it's going to be nerve-wracking, but that's really wonderful and exciting news, and I'm glad that we can finally share it with our listeners. I hope I did a well enough job of subliminally hinting.
Oh, no, that was very obvious.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, to me it was.
You just got to, never mind. So, yeah. So, good stuff. Happy, wonderful news, Mr. Abear.
Papa Abear.
Yeah. Let's talk about this past weekend before we get into the show. Man, I bet our regular listeners are like, God, just get into wrestling already. No, we still got some stuff to talk about before we get into that. And then we got video game talk.
Yes. Always, it's a must. It's a must.
What was that one guy? He was trying to listen to video game talk. So yeah, this past weekend, Arrow Lucha, brand new company.
Yes.
We were fortunate enough to get to go to one of their shows. They came to our lovely town of Beaumont, Texas, and
if you get a chance, I don't know if it's on our page or the regular Wrestling News Source Facebook page. Go on there. You get to scroll for a while,
or you can just go to the video
videos.
section.
Yes,
yeah. I made sure to post them.
I was a cameraman, but
Thank you for
Daniel
that, Tyler.
interviewed the CEO of the company. So
And one of the co-owners as
Yes,
well, who
and-
I did not know was a former WWE wrestler. Like they said that he was in the WWE, but I didn't know what.
We thought maybe he worked backstage or something.
Yeah,
But
turns out one of the disciples of Apocalypse.
well, they're actually both there. They're both working for the company.
Ron and Don.
Yes, Ron and Don. So I was like, they looked familiar. The names sound familiar. And
They
he
were
looked
in
up,
Impact
and I was
or
like,
TNA.
oh shit, I remember them.
Yeah.
Barely they came to my mind, but I was like, that's still pretty freaking cool.
Disciples of Destruction in Impact/TNA.
Yes.
So that was really cool.
So yeah, if you get a chance, watch it. Man, such good guys. They're very, very nice. They welcomed us.
They gave us the star treatment.
Yes.
We got there while the ring was still being put together, or I should say, I got there a little early. You came probably about a half hour later.
Yeah, after I got off work.
So I got to go inside, shake hands, say hello, introduce myself, make sure I wasn't getting kicked out. And I mean, I kind of just stayed off to the side originally, just so I wasn't, in the way, because they were still setting up equipment. They came out. The folks, Jason came out, who was a huge help. He was so amazing.
Man,
he treated us so well.
And and he treated, like, from what we saw, he treated his, like, all his members of his company just like really nice. Even people that they were coming in to help for the event.
Yeah.
Because I know there was two other radio stations and stuff that were there, or one was a DJ, I should say, or DJ. I don't know what
DJ
Hug represent. So I mean, he was just nice, and all those people just working together to make a good show, and it's to help out.
Yeah.
And it was a fun experience.
We did, like you said, we got to interview them. But prior to that interview, we were kind of just walking around the venue, doing a couple of Facebook Live videos. They actually brought out the set that you saw behind us, or behind me, in that interview.
Yes.
And they said, hey, let's get you guys next to the ring. Like,
Yes.
I didn't want to walk on the mats. I don't want to be like disrespectful. They're like, no, dude, grab help me with some chairs, and we'll set you guys up right over here. And we're like,
I was like,
okay.
well, this is cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, we just wanted to be, I can't think of the word.
We just wanted to have presence.
Yes.
But we didn't want to.
We want to show respect. We don't want to get in their space. But he was like, the CEO's like, come on, let's we can do this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So it was really cool to get to talk to those guys. They seemed, very happy that we were there. We were extremely happy to be there.
They got, we were there. We saw, the wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah,
and
we got to stick around inside the venue once the wrestlers appeared and they were going through their.
That we talked to a referee and stuff.
That idea was cool.
That it was really cool. And then we also talked to people who rode in with the wrestlers and stuff, and they were just very cool people to talk to and stuff, and just very nice. And like there was like one guy he just started randomly talking to me and stuff like that, and we just started talking back and forth and stuff, and it's just holy moly, this is just pretty cool. And then more people come in. And talking to the referee, and then more people come in. They start talking to us. We start talking to them, and it's just like,
you know who that girl was who was talking to the ref?
Yes,
okay. Just want to make sure.
Yes. You told me.
Oh yeah.
So, and then, man,
and that was all before doors opened.
Yes. We got a band to stay back.
Yeah.
And then it was.
Which I wish we would have known we were going to get that, so we wouldn't have to purchase those tickets. But hey, whatever.
Well, we didn't know where we would have sit if we didn't know if people were going to sit.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but our wives went and our friends went, and
Noah and Doug
were
there.
Yes, and it was just a good show, and and some of these superstars. I mean, there were some that are local, but there were some that you don't get to see down here who don't come around here, and it's just awesome and stuff. I mean, we got John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact,
John Hennigan.
John Hennigan, that's what he went by, because that's his real name. And his fiance,
Taya.
And then Conan was there. Hurricane was there.
Hurricane Helms.
Masquerita Dorada,
Yeah.
which is Torito from WWE. He was there. Man, he's so awesome.
That was fun to watch.
That was very, very awesome. And then
MVP, James Storm, Low Key,
Yes.
Blue Demon Jr. God, I'm trying to think of who else.
Laredo Kid.
There was one that was not there that was advertised that I was surprised we didn't get to see.
Hoovitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was kind of looking forward to seeing Hoovitude.
You saw him?
No.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
He was advertised, but he, I guess, for whatever reason, couldn't be there. Chavo Guerrero was there.
Chavo. One thing is cool.
And one of the things, Conan didn't come out until I think after the show was over to take pictures. We saw him before doors open, and then he went backstage.
Well, no, actually, he was out before that. He was out right before the show started. He
Yeah,
was
that's
out
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
Lobby.
Before, oh, okay.
He was in the lobby, and that's where Doug took a picture with him.
Oh, that's cool.
One thing is pretty cool is our friend, like I said, our friend Noah went, and there's certain things he's never seen when it comes to wrestling. Because there was these comedy spots where it was, okay, there was a tag team. I'm trying to remember who. It was Hurricane Helms and Masquerita Dorada versus
Super
Crazy. And I forgot who else.
Yeah, I can't remember the other guy's
Well,
name.
there was a comedy spot where every time Hurricane got in, they would pick him up and body slam. It
was either a hip toss or a body slam.
body slam, and everyone would do that all the time. And so he get body slam, and then he would go tag in.
Yeah, he would take the bump and then he would tag out.
Yeah.
Then he'd tag back in a few minutes later, take the bump,
Another person would do it.
go tag back out.
And like the second or third time, someone did it to him, and then he walked over to the ref, and the ref grabbed him and did the same thing to him. And our friend Noah was like, "What the hell? The ref can't do that." And I was like, "No, this is a comedy spot.
Yeah.
That's what it is." And then when he saw Masquerita Dorada do his stuff and like all the fast shit that he can do and stuff, and he was just so impressed. I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I didn't say it to him, but in WWE, they didn't actually let him go and really do too much. They had a few things here and there and stuff, but he's a real talented dude. I know Doug took a picture with him. I should have taken a picture with him because when's the next time you're ever going to see that dude? Unless they come here again, Aero Lucha, which we're hoping they will. You probably won't, see him.
They drew really well.
Oh, very good.
I was impressed by the size of the crowd that showed up.
It was very nice, and I hope, I don't know if they're listening or not or whatever, but I hope that they come back and stuff. And I wish I would have gone. I could have gone to Humble, but I had other things going on.
Yeah.
So, and just seeing James at the end, he was very appreciative, and we shook his hand. He met our wives and stuff, and it was just a fun time.
Yeah, I ended up buying a shirt, and thankfully, thanks to James for letting me go backstage after the show. Because I don't think Hennigan or James Storm came out for the meet and greet.
No.
I think they had to get on the road and go on to the next show. But James stopped them, James Storm and John Hennigan, and had them sign my shirt. So that was a really cool moment. So if we ever have like a charity event, I'm probably going to donate that. I think that would do really well. Because I snuck a picture of them signing it, just as proof of authenticity.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, aside from our personal experience, the show was really well put together. It was a lot of fun. There was a spot where the ring announcer accidentally called out the wrong name as the winner.
Yeah, at the end.
And it was my mistake is actually these people.
Because Super Crazy and his partner were supposed to win. Yeah. Super Crazy was like, what? Why did you say another person's name?
Yeah. So, but other than that, the production was great. They had their
Titantron,
their LED screen. The colors, man.
There's going to be more in the future.
Colorful.
I know that they're doing stuff here. Maybe do stuff in Nashville and stuff like that. So look forward to them in the future. They're just getting off the ground. And our shows didn't have Rey Mysterio, but there's going to be other dates where Rey's going to be there. So
there's a chance for you to meet up with them. And
they
have a contest going on for that as well.
And I know I already said, but it's just, like I said, it's so awesome to see wrestling that you don't get around here too much. Or
it would be like if Lucha Underground came to your town.
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm going to go to that.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So so a really fun time. Couldn't say enough good things about the staff and the matches.
Very, very nice people.
So if you have any questions or anything like that, go to their website, Aero Lucha. That's ARO Lucha.com. So it's really good, really a whole lot of fun. I hope we get to work with those guys again soon. Maybe we can do some interviews or something to
Heck yeah.
promote their next shows. So now to get into the actual show, about 25 minutes into it, we do have some feedback. First bit of feedback we have is from Drew saying your Dragon Ball Z voices cracked me up. Thanks for the laughs, guys. Now I look like a madman in work for laughing very loudly.
How many, I mean, you could do Mr. Satan, but what else can you do? Can you do Piccolo? Or you could do a British Piccolo.
The balls are inert.
Gohan, why didn't you die?
Well, that's more of a Dragon Ball Z abridged, but yeah.
Gohan, why didn't you die? Nerd.
Well, you could do, you did a good abridged Nappa and Vegeta, I thought.
It's a Pokemon. I'm going to catch it.
I'm not a Pokemon.
I'm not a Pokemon. I'm Chaozu. You hear that, Vegeta? It's a Chaozu.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dang, I didn't catch it.
That's because you have to weaken it first.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm going to get a critical. Okay, now you can go.
Oh, that's about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've sat down and done voices, like written down the voices that I could do in the past, and I think it ended up being like 25, 30, somewhere around there. I mean, that's just like, you know, all the TV shows plus a movie announcer voice.
I remember when we first started hanging out and like
demo.
we started being like good friends. I always wanted to like show you off. I was like, hey, he can do voices. Hear this out.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the time Noah came over and was watching me play Guitar Hero, and his mind was like blown away.
Oh, really? I don't remember this.
Oh my God, he walked in and it was in the old house.
Okay.
Where I was living, and he came in and I was playing a song on Guitar Hero, and I was playing on expert mode, and he was like, "Oh my God, you can play on expert?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He pulls out his phone and starts filming me. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Well,
he's like, "This is so cool. I've never seen anyone play expert mode before."
Yeah, that's probably true. He hasn't seen, you know, hey, I couldn't play it on expert. I'm like a medium guy.
Yeah. It's been so long since I played those games.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go back to medium to warm up. But yeah, I've done a few voices in my day. Awesome. We're back, dude.
You heard him. I'll pick you up in 5. Be outside. I won't have to talk to your mom.
It's from Venture Brothers.
Oh, no.
23 and 24.
I don't remember. Oh, I remember them, but I don't remember that line.
That episode probably had the greatest intro for that show, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's because it showed him out of character, and it was the henchman, 23 and 24, and he's like, "Mom, answer the phone!" You know, so the phone rings. "Hello."
Hey, buddy, what's going on? I'm going to be there. Be outside. I'll come and pick you up.
And so he starts singing or humming. I forget what the song is, but it's a classical song. He's like, da 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 da, and he walks over. No, it wasn't Star Wars, but it's, you know, it has that vibe to it. It's Holst's, the planets, and that one's Mars. And he walks over to his closet and he presses up against the wood and he do 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 do, psh, wee, and he reveals his costume. He's like, "Daddy's home." And then you know, the music crescendos and picks up, and he's got his mask on, and he's got his full costume on, and he's like, da 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 da. And then the other henchman pulls up in his car, and ba ba ba, and he's honking his horn to the beat. And then he gets in the car. Ba da 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 da. It's really funny. And then the dog. Their dog jumps in the back of the car. He's like, Mom, get mittens, or whatever the dog's name was, and then it goes into the intro of the show. That was probably my favorite one. So yeah, next bit of feedback we have is from James saying that last voice sounds like Bobcat Goldthwait from the Police Academy movies. And yeah, there is some trace of Bobcat in there.
You can also do a little bit of it, I think.
Yeah, his voice is so unique, though. You know, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it without just saying it, and just, you know,
there's no way to explain it.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate on if I should try it or not, but
you up for it?
Well, I mean, this is kind of the voice that I was doing yesterday, but Bobcat's more kind of up here, you know, and it's just really strange sometimes, and he's going to do it like this.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
So that was probably that was actually my first real attempt
Up,
at
down,
Bob
left,
Quinn.
right, up, down,
Yeah,
all
he
around.
is all over the place. So, but thank you for the feedback, guys, on that one. Favorite feedback this week coming from X Sword Stone X, and I think we've gotten a few comments from him in the past. Usually all negative. He was probably the thumbs down on our YouTube video this past week. He
Most
says,
likely.
"Fuck you for the Gargano spoiler. You suck balls."
I don't remember if I said, "Hey, this is spoilers" or whatever. I don't know, skip it or not.
Steel.
At times I do that. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't say it or whatever, but sorry, but not sorry.
I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
I know. People spoil stuff, and it sucks. I don't know.
They're there.
It's there.
It'll be all right. You'll be okay.
Yeah, but Gargano's gone.
Yeah, you'll find that out. Well, now the episode's airing, so which means it's already happened by the time you listen to this episode. So Gargano's gone from NXT.
Yeah.
Spoiler! If you listen to our show before you watch NXT, there you go. There's your spoiler alert. Let's talk about Raw.
Let's talk about chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
Sorry, did you watch
I
the
did.
Joe McHale?
I did. I like the fact that they even included SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. Sorry, before we get right into Raw, the Joe McHale
Before we
show.
actually start the show.
Joe McHale show on Netflix. It's
Starring
just
Joel
like
McHale.
yeah. That one part when they did that little graphics of those like creeper guys and stuff. You know, when they turn.
Hey.
That cracked me up.
Firsties.
So, I wish I would bring it back. But they're not going to because that was exactly.
Yeah, it was a knockoff.
Okay, sorry. Raw.
Let's talk Raw. At least the first 2 hours was really good. I don't know. What did you think about this gauntlet match?
Yeah, the start of it, I think it was pretty strong. You didn't like it?
No, I'll tell you what. I loved it. I love this gauntlet match. This is what I want in wrestling in Monday Night Raw. I want wrestling.
Yes.
That's what we got.
Wrestling.
I was totally fine with the backstage interview segments that they did during the match. I thought that was a great touch.
Yeah.
I thought that the opening to this Monday Night Raw, the first 2 hours, was phenomenal. I thought it was astounding. I loved it.
What's funny, though, is because I told Daryl about the Elimination Chamber. And it's like, so what do they – I explained the rules of a gauntlet. And she's like, why are they doing that?
Those are the rules.
And I told her, and I was like, this is going to be good. And
Did not disappoint.
yeah.
I mean, Seth Rollins starting the match off with Roman Reigns. I mean, everyone's calling this episode Monday Night Rollins. He even came out wearing the shirt saying Monday Night Rollins. I was really surprised at the outcome.
That Rollins beat
Reigns clean. Yeah. Even
you got to give it to him if you think. I mean, Roman maybe winning. We'll go into
more
that.
than likely.
Yeah, but so
we'll
give it to
we'll talk
Rollins.
about our Elimination Chamber predictions in a little bit. But I mean, the matchup itself was really good. They told a solid story. The John Cena match. Because as soon as that match ended,
I like the Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I like that cockiness between. There was both of them. They had cockiness, and that's cockiness between friends. You know,
it's that brotherhood that they have. With one another. So Seth somehow pulled out the victory, but he's not looking too good, and
pulled out a W,
pulled out the win, eliminates Roman Reigns, and out comes John Cena, and John Cena.
Well, yeah, what was that? They were about to shake hands, or what were they about to do? And then Cena comes out.
Yeah, I think so. Something along those lines. But Rollins tried to get the jump on Cena. Then the match officially got underway. The match was mostly the story they were telling. Rollins, basically fighting for his life, refusing to give up. John Cena trying to conserve energy rather than just put him away immediately. He was trying to tell him, hey, stay down, kid. I'm trying to do you a favor. A little bit of cockiness, a little bit of heel side from Cena. But Seth Rollins battling through the odds. I like the story that they told where Graves was like, I don't know if it's his leg or if it's hip, but he's hurting. And I don't know if he should be doing this so close to the Elimination Chamber. See, and that gives them an out for Elimination Chamber because they're going to be like, dude, he ended up wrestling 65 minutes or whatever the official time was. It was like the longest wrestling that someone's done on a Monday Night Raw ever.
He's a workhorse, man.
Absolutely.
He trains for shit like that. He does CrossFit. He does different things like that. So he's a workhorse, man.
Yeah. I thought this was a really good story that they told. The fact that he, again, beat John Cena clean. He beat Roman Reigns. Now he's beating John Cena in the same night.
Getting the rub.
That's putting
Turkey rub.
That's putting turbo in those rocket boosters. Like that's
Like this?
yeah, sure, we'll do that. We're not doing that. But I thought that was a phenomenal, outstanding performance from Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say you can't have a good match without two participants. So you have to give credit to Roman Reigns. You have to give credit to John Cena as well. As much as the internet community would love to hate on both of these guys, hey, haha, you lost, whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with him beating Roman Reigns and John Cena and losing to Elias. That was a good showing,
Yeah, and by that point, Rollins was completely worn out, had nothing left to give.
That
still
kind of helps
fought.
Elias too. So
Yeah, and it establishes Elias as a heel as well. So he got the quick win, put Rollins away, and they were like, okay, he can finally rest. After that, it kind of went down a little bit just because you don't have the workhorse mentality. At first, I was like, oh my God, they're going to go the full 3 hours. Like, by the time they get to the end, like,
if everyone put in like the same time for like the first 2 matches and they do it for the rest, then yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, I would not have had a problem with that.
Yeah.
I know they had other stories that they wanted to tell, but to be honest, I would have been totally fine if Elias was in the ring against Finn Balor for 20 minutes. Finn Balor went up against Miz for 15, 20 minutes, and then Miz, gets destroyed by Braun Strowman, which is what happened. So I would have had no problem if they had gone another, 20, 30 more minutes in this show. But Finn Balor does end up defeating Elias. Then Miz came out and defeated
How you
Finn
feel
Balor.
about Miz defeating Finn Balor?
I'm fine with it. I feel like it did more for Miz than less for Finn Balor.
I'm telling you what, I'm glad Miz is in this Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Even though he has the mid-card title, but it's just, it proves that he is up there with all the other guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he still is
The Miz.
the Miz.
Yeah. And then, you also had to have that good story of, haha, I finally beat you. Oh, crap, now I have to go up against Braun. And the crowd was so hot for Braun as well. It chased down The Miz, beat him down, got the win, destroyed The Miz Taraj as well, and ended up winning the gauntlet match. So, the first 2 hours of Monday Night Raw absolutely flew by, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. Third hour, kind of came to a screeching halt. It died out pretty quickly.
I know you got pumped for the Bray and Matt Hardy thing.
I had never lost more interest in a TV show as fast as I did whenever I saw Bray Wyatt on my TV screen. I'm dead serious. As soon as he came up, I pulled my phone out. I'm like, I don't even care.
Supercard.
The segment, the segment with Asuka, I felt could have handled much better. I felt that was a terrible decision to have her go out there and try and cut the promo. I feel like it should have been one question before she even answers Nia Jax is in the ring. Or if you're going to have her out there, have her speak in her native tongue. Don't have her come out and try and speak English because, she's trying. Obviously English is not her first language. She's trying to do the best she can. You could tell that she was struggling. So either have her cut it in her native tongue or before she even utters a word, have Nia Jax in that ring. I felt that would have done a lot better. That this was a struggle. This was not a very good segment. Titus O'Neil and Apollo going up against the Bar. Don't really care too much about it. It's just to set up the match for Elimination Chamber.
They're now pushing it. It's like now they're fucking pushing. Apollo.
Now that the fans don't really care
Titus,
anymore.
I'm like, you had me when you had Titus, Apollo, and Shit, what's his name? I can't think. They're like best friends in real life. I can't. You know, from 205. I can't think of his name. Just say his name. Crap. Yeah, I know that. But I can't think of the name. I'm blanking on his name. Shit, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. I'm blanking. I don't know why. I've said his name many of times.
Can't handle the power of.
Akira Tozawa.
There you go.
Akira Tozawa.
There you
Sorry,
go.
I can't believe I can't think of Akira Tozawa.
That's all right. Everyone has a brain fart now and then.
But yeah, I mean, I loved it when it was them.
Mm-hmm. I felt like that was going to be their opportunity to start stepping up, and they just cut the legs out from him.
And they never said that they got rid of it.
They never even addressed it. It was just like, not there anymore. He's just not part of the group anymore. And speaking, while we're talking about Titus Worldwide, the WWE has officially dropped the last name Cruz. So he's just going to be coming out known as Apollo. Titus O'Neil and Apollo.
Well, he wanted to because of the shooter for the Florida school. His name was Nicholas Cruz, even though it was spelled C-R-U-Z.
Yeah.
And Apollo's is C-R-E-W-S. He didn't want anything, to be associated with that, so they just decided to drop the Cruz.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy segment did absolutely nothing for me. I didn't care about it one bit. This whole feud has gone on without a care for me.
It just sucks because, the Hardys came along. Oh, we want the broken stuff. And they, the legal battle, so they didn't do it. And then they finally got the broken stuff or woken. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. Do you feel, we don't know this for sure. We do not know. But is this Hardy's doing, or is this, what's it called? Backstage and stuff. They're like, well, we're going to tell you what you can't,
I don't know. And here's the problem with
creative. That's it.
Yeah. Here's the problem with it. He lost a match. He lost his mind. And all of a sudden he's woken. There's been no other explanation about this particular character other than he is no longer, whatever. He is now woken.
It was because he had full control in TNA, and they did it good that way.
Yeah.
It became broken and stuff and went crazy. They did good.
Yeah. It was a matter of...
This is a sloppy version.
Yeah. He came out. He does his delete stuff. He throws his arms to the side in the delete motion. And then he loses a match. And the next week it's, but now he's woken. And he comes out and does the exact same thing. And now he gets to cut a promo and talk like it and say deletion. And, they haven't established him. Like, for people who are seeing this for the first time, they're probably going, I don't get it.
Why is everyone into this?
Yeah. What's the whole lure behind it? Because he was doing this before he was woken.
If you don't know, go look up all his stuff in TNA.
But that's the problem. People are going to have to go and do their own research.
Yeah.
Why should they? Like, dude, tell it to me. Tell the story. They spend so much time bringing in people who have their stories, who have their history, and they just demolish it anyways.
Yeah.
Why not do it here?
We'll take our version of your character.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do.
They've done nothing for that.
Like, it's not helping Matt Hardy with Bray Wyatt.
No.
I get it. You want those two type of characters to fight. I understand why, but I'm totally past this.
Yeah. They already had their match at the 25th anniversary of Raw.
And I don't know when Jeff Hardy comes back what they're going to do with him, if they're going to bring him into the Woken fold.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So this whole thing has been a disaster in my opinion.
Brother Nero.
But the main event saw Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mickie James going up against Alexa Bliss, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. The main story in this match was the are they friends, are they not friends between Alexa Bliss and Mickie James?
They're friends at first. They turned on her.
Yes.
Okay.
Now they're not woken. The good team wins, bad team loses. Not really much to take away from it.
Any word on Paige? Any information on her?
No, nothing new. I think she started her own clothing line.
She's just there as the manager, and that's about it.
Yep. And I find that interesting. Like they aren't acknowledging it. She's not cutting any promos in a managerial position. She's just she comes out to her music, and they have Absolution on the Titantron. She does that little thing where she puts puts her hand on her ear so she listens to the crowd. She dances out there, and then she kind of just stands there. Hey, come on, Mandy. Come on, Sonya. Woo. That's about it. So, hey, what can you do? So that pretty much does it for Raw. Like I said, the first 2 hours of Raw, great stuff. The final hour, meh, kind of a letdown there.
Power hour.
Power hour, too sweet to be sour. Funky like a monkey, sky's the limit, space is the place.
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way.
Let's talk about SmackDown Live. Well, do you want to do SmackDown Live or do you want to talk about Elimination Chamber?
Elimination Chamber.
All right. Well, in that case, we got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks. Elimination Chamber taking place this Sunday. I know Noah is excited about this.
Yep.
He's
this is Noah's favorite pay-per-view.
Yes. Aside from WrestleMania, this is his favorite. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And he's getting spoiled this time because there's not one, there's two Elimination Chamber matches. One with the men, one with the women. So we're looking forward to that one. Haven't seen anything of an announced pre-show match, but I'm sure they'll have some. Probably have some cruiserweights or something involved. Let's talk about the first contest. Raw tag team titles on the line. The Bar versus Titus O'Neil and Apollo.
Why not give it to Apollo and Titus?
I'll tell you why they're probably not going to give it to Apollo and Titus.
Why?
Because they've beaten the Bar twice.
The Bar.
The Bar. We don't just set the bar. We are the Bar. Normally in history's past, the team that loses going into the pay-per-view, especially if it's the champions, tend to retain that following Sunday. So I'm personally going to go with the Bar.
The Bar
to win. How about you?
Apollo Titus.
Ooh, interesting. Switching it up. All right. Let's talk about Bray. No, we already talked about chicks, man. Let's talk about Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy. Officially announced for Elimination Chamber. I feel like Matt Hardy's going to get the win.
Yeah, Matt Hardy.
So there you go. One of the selling points that they're doing this time around is Ronda Rousey. She's going to be officially signing her contract for the WWE.
So something's going to go down. They're going to
Yes.
have, I don't know who's going to be out there when she signed her contract. Maybe Stephanie McMahon, maybe Triple H, and all that stuff.
I would not be surprised to see both, to be honest. Both of them. BOUF. Both.
So we'll see what happens. And I don't know the full details. I know that she was finishing the movie or a movie or something like that. But they said that she has a full contract. Doesn't mean, I don't know if she's going to be like working. I don't know what type of schedule. Working. I don't know what type of schedule it is. If it's like, hey, you're going to do like Monday Night Raws or whatever. Because they're saying it's going to be on Raw. She's going to be on Raw. So are you going to be like limited like Brock Lesnar? Or are you going to like work like Raws and house shows? Or knowing her, she's probably not going to work too many house shows. But if she does, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's hella
Well, I mean,
cool.
supposedly she's like all in on this. No pun intended for Cody Rhodes.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
She won't be there.
No, she won't. Neither will CM Punk. Get over yourself, internet.
Yeah. What's that?
He sent out a tweet going, people were asking me if I'm all in. And it says one of two. Then the second one comes out. And he's like, of course I'm all in. And it posted a picture of the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs. And their new slogan is everybody in.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I'm in.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Tease. So yeah, I'm expecting shenanigans for this contract signing. The contract's going to be signed. Stephanie's going to bow up to...
Super Troopers are going to be there?
No, I don't think so.
If someone says shenanigans one more time, I'm
what's
going to
that?
pistol whip them.
What's that place you like with all this shit on the walls?
Shenanigans.
Oh, put that gun down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Triple H. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stephanie.
The Rock.
That's the rumor going around right now. I guess we might as well talk about that. Rumor has it that Ronda Rousey is going to be facing Stephanie McMahon and Triple H in a tag match. The top rumor, or at least they're trying to secure, is The Rock to be Ronda's tag team partner. If not, there's talks of either having Seth Rollins Kurt Angle or Braun Strowman as her tag team partner.
Okay.
With Kurt Angle,
I understand they have storyline for all three of those guys against Triple H.
yeah.
Don't want Kurt Angle. I love Kurt Angle. Just don't want that whole Triple H Kurt Angle thing because he's just stiff as all get out, and I don't want him hurt. I love Kurt. I get because they set the thing with Braun because Braun destroyed Triple H because the whole match, whatever it was, and if there's anyone, do Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I mean, I do still want to see Braun versus Triple H, but I don't. I do, but I don't. Even though we already seen Seth Rollins.
You can have it in a tag match, and
I don't know.
we've already seen Rollins and Triple H. Like, what would it really add to? You know,
really just doesn't add with any of those guys. It doesn't add. They just really want the whole Ronda Rousey with them thing. That's it. So it doesn't matter who you pick.
Well, let me ask you this: Who do you think they're going to try and build more as a star in the next year? Braun Strowman or Seth Rollins? Braun? Okay. Who do you want to have on camera in front of the most people? Braun or Seth Rollins?
Braun. But, okay, I know they were building Braun as a monster, but then they put him in the mixed tag, and he kind of broke character a little bit. Even on Raw, he broke character.
No, he didn't break character. He showed character.
He showed more of a human than a monster human, whatever.
Yes. When he's having fun, he shows it. But when it comes down to being serious, he's all business.
See, I got you a car. I need you to lift the car. You need to bend your knees, be like at a fulcrum. You could do this.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It's like, don't worry, you're wearing a shirt. You have my power.
You have my sweat, which gives you 30% more power.
Yeah, and he was serious when he said that shit. Yeah, I loved it.
See, it shows character.
Yeah.
So if you have him in there going, you take the baddest, the biggest, baddest man.
Baddest man and baddest chick.
Yeah. You guys don't have a chance.
Okay, I see your point now. Yeah.
And not to mention, you're going to have Hollywood. You're going to have NBC, the Today Show. Everyone's going to be talking about Ronda Rousey. And the man that she's standing next to, the biggest dude who towers over Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Going up against the COO and vice principal owner of the companies. That's going to get so much buzz.
Yeah.
They've already done the Seth Rollins versus Triple H. They did that, what was it, last year?
I don't know.
Whenever it was. Yeah, I think it was last year. So that's fine and dandy. That one's already gone. Kurt Angle would be a good one for nostalgia. Just so he has that one more WrestleMania moment that the commentators will overhype. But I think the best bet would probably have Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Because you've got a new established star on the biggest spotlight where the most eyes are going to be, because not just the WWE fans are going to be tuning in. All of Ronda Rousey's fans are going to be tuning in for that match. So they're going to see a guy like Braun Strowman going, oh, my God. Like, look at the size of that guy. Like, I thought Triple H, like, I watched WWE back in the Attitude Era when Triple H was a big dude. And look how much bigger he is than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can just imagine your dad. Look at the size of that guy.
Yeah.
These other two people don't have a chance.
Yep.
And that's going to draw the attention. But, like, well, I liked Ronda, and I'm curious what she's going to do. But I want to see what that guy's going to do.
This big dude can do.
Mm-hmm. I think that's...
Okay, you sold me on it.
I think from a selling point, Braun would be the smarter decision to
be honest with you, I would rather Braun over The Rock.
Yeah, I would as well. I don't want... To be honest, I don't even want Triple H and Stephanie in those spots. But
it's so, if you think about it, it's so funny how they interject themselves
Yep.
like in certain things. Like when Sting came in, it's like, oh, I got to fight this dude because I've never fought him before.
Mm-hmm.
So even though
and I want
lost,
that WrestleMania bonus.
Yeah, guess what? Even that motherfucker, you're in the company now, but you still fucking lost. But it's just with every single person and stuff. Triple H still wants to come out for,
Yeah. So, stroke your own ego. You gotta get that money, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I know we're looking way far ahead of WrestleMania. So, but let us know in the comments what you think. Who would be the better tag team partner for Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania? Yeah, I'm going with. And as much as I would still love to see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar as opposed to Roman Reigns, we've talked about that one way too many times. Let's see. Nia Jax versus Asuka. Undefeated streak of Asuka. Oshkosh Bagosh. If Nia wins, she's added into the WrestleMania Championship match. So there is a stipulation going into this.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
What we want is Asuka to win.
I agree. I'm going with Asuka as well. I felt like they did a fine job building it up, but I feel like Asuka's going to win it. Maybe they'll have Andre the Giant Battle Royal, similar.
Like, why would she win the Royal Rumble just to add Nia Jax into it?
Yeah.
Like, I know they've done stuff like that in the past.
And, yeah, fans have already complained enough that Ronda Rousey outshone the Royal Rumble. It was like, oh, y'all made history, but we got Ronda Rousey now. Yeah. Let's not worry about the Royal Rumble anymore. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
So, yeah, you're going to have the first winner of your historical forget it.
Make-A-Wish. What?
History-making match. Have her automatically outshone by Ronda Rousey. So let's not even have her in a one-on-one match. Let's put her in a triple threat. Players. Or maybe it's part of Nia's contract, because remember she took that time off and was complaining about her contract. She was like, "No, I want that Mania match. I want that Mania match. I don't care how it happens. You make it happen." So she beats,
no, in WWE is going to be that way.
She beats the streak because Vince isn't confident enough in Asuka, and she goes on to face Alexa and Asuka at WrestleMania. But I'm still going to go with Asuka to win.
Same here.
I don't know who's going to be the person to defeat him. I mean, maybe they'll give it to Nia because it's going to be like, okay, if not her, then who? Unless it's Ronda.
I want Ronda to beat Nia.
No, like who's going to be the first person to beat Asuka?
I'm just saying I want Ronda to beat Nia. Even though
Why?
in the future.
Damn near everybody's beating Nia.
Yes.
Okay, so you just want that to happen.
Yes.
Is there any particular reason? Do you have like a vendetta against Nia?
No.
Do we need to get Ryan in here and he can set you straight?
All those ladies don't like Ronda right now, so Ronda will beat them all.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with her going up
I just
the ranks.
did that out
like,
just out of
why
nowhere.
are you going straight to Nia?
Sorry, Ryan.
Is it because she's not like most girls?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well,
She's not like most girls because she is going to be part of Titus Worldwide.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
I've heard her say that numerous times. History-making match, first time ever. Women's Elimination Chamber match. Alexa Bliss forced to put her championship on the line against
They should
Bayley.
just like keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
So they had the History Royal Rumble match, then the History Elimination Chamber match, and WrestleMania History Main Event Women's match.
I don't know if they're going to do that this year, but I can definitely see it. They can build towards it maybe next year or the following. I do think it's going to happen at some point.
Yes.
So it's going to be Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, and Sasha Banks. I feel like if anyone's going to take it, it's going to be Sasha, but I don't feel like they're going to go that way.
I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss.
I think Alexa's going to retain it as well. I feel like Sasha and Bayley are working towards their eventual WrestleMania match, one-on-one, with Sasha being the heel.
See, Samoa Joe knows he can't beat me one-on-one.
I suppose disaster at Sacrifice. Main event, men's Elimination Chamber match. Miz entering first, Elias entering last, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Braun Strowman all in the mix as well.
You meant to put a 3 behind this?
That is not, no.
Okay. Sorry.
There is no 3.
Okay. That's what I thought.
It's EC as an Elimination Chamber.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
To help me keep notes on what type of matches going
Elias
on.
and EC3.
Yes. So special surprise entrant. So the first time in history, we're having 7 participants in the Elimination Chamber. So we're probably going to see 3 superstars start the match, which I'm fine with that.
Which would be funny if they had a chamber in the middle of the ring and they had to wrestle around it.
1 extra pod. All right. I feel, as much as I want it to be Braun, and I've talked about this for months on end, I would much rather see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar as opposed to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. But let's be honest, they're sticking to what they want. Roman Reigns to win the Elimination Chamber. Fans walk out unhappy. what I found really funny is that on Raw they were saying, "Oh, tickets are still available for Elimination Chamber." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit. No one's going to pay $200 to watch the match, and they already know what's going to happen." And like, that's bull. If anything, I say that the fans of WrestleMania, if this is true and they do Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, if they have that match be last, get up and leave. Once it's time for that match, just go.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to complain. You know you're going to boo. What way to send a bigger message than to just get up and walk out?
But they're not going to do that, though.
No, they're not. But if you wanted to send a true message and be like, this is not what I want to see, don't boo, because they want a reaction. They don't care if you're cheering. They don't care if they're booing. As long as they're getting a reaction, then they've got you in the palm of their hands. So if they save that match for last, if that is the final match on the card, you get up and walk out if you are truly unhappy with the outcome, if you know what's going to happen. That is the only way that I can describe it. So if that's how you truly feel, if you really don't want Roman Reigns to win the championship, if you don't want him to be in the main event of WrestleMania, get up and walk out. Stage a walkout. Get you and your buddies, if you're going to WrestleMania, say, all right, guys, let's head to the car. We can watch it, on the network on our phones. But let's go.
Yep.
So that would be my biggest advice. If you're having an issue with Roman Reigns winning it, I really don't care. My preference would be to have Braun Strowman in that match instead. Actually, I'd prefer to see Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. I said that months ago. So let us know in the comment section what you think about our picks and who you're picking as well. But I have to say, those were some great picks.
Those are some great picks.
Those are some great picks. Yes. So
no dicks.
No dicks. Thank you. Let's go over to SmackDown Live, where it certainly wasn't as good as Raw.
The land of opportunity.
Yeah, let's call it that.
The house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah, let's call it that as well. AJ Styles kicks off the show with Renee Young saying, "Hey, you see that commentator's table? Hey, you see those stairs? I could be putting an opponent through or into one of those, and someone else could be getting the pin. So the odds are definitely stacked against me." Baron Corbin comes out. Kevin Owens comes out.
Oh, I have
they
to
cut
say,
a promo on one another. Corbin's hair is thinning.
Yes, and also
So bad.
doesn't like his pants because it's like brown in the crotch area, and it kind of looks like I don't know. It kind of looks like his skin a little bit. It's like a light brown, and it's like I don't know. She says, "It's like, take care of your crotch, boy." It's like, is this crotch showing? What is that? It's like, no, that's just the color of his pants.
Yeah. We had the opening match, Kevin Owens going up against Dolph Ziggler, which, whatever.
What the fuck are they going to do with Dolph?
At this point, I don't care.
I bet he doesn't care
He's
either.
got his money, and he's going to do whatever they tell him. So, hey, whatever.
I wonder if he was one of the people trying to talk to Cody and like, hey, how's the outside? Like, you know what I mean?
I would have at least messaged him. Be like, hey, what's it like out there? What can you help me out with? You and me. Let's go.
Can you imagine Dolph in the Bullet Club or something?
He doesn't even have to be in the Bullet Club. He can just go out and be a star.
Yeah.
I mean, look at John Morrison, Hennigan, Mundo, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
He left, and he's been okay.
I would have loved to see like Dolph or something on like Lucha Underground or
Yeah.
something like that. But
Give him a
I
chance
think
to
he's
shine.
going to finish his career in WWE.
Probably. But see, here's the thing. He goes out there and he cuts promos about how he's a show off and he's going to be the best in the world. He's never gotten an opportunity to really show it. I mean, we've sat here for years and criticized his work on his offense, how it looks more painful to him than his opponents. Like, let's see him work a non-traditional WWE match. I want to see what he's capable of doing before I, go out there and say, oh, yeah, the dude really is. He's backing up what he's saying. Like, I've yet to see that kind of match. So I would have preferred him to leave the WWE and go off and do that. But, hey, not my call, not my paycheck. So I can't help for that kind of cash as much as I'd like to. I'd love to have that kind of money in my bank account. Kevin Owens ends up getting the victory after a distraction from Sami Zayn. Jinder Mahal comes out and cuts a promo on Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode comes out and cuts a promo on Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes out. They beat up Jinder, and then Roode beats up Orton.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon talked about, what they want to see at the next pay-per-view. It's like, oh, Daniel Bryan wants to see Jinder and Bobby Roode. And then Shane's like, no, it's going to be Randy Orton and Bobby Roode, which is maybe next week or the week after. It's going to come to a head. It's going to be a triple threat.
Triple threat, players.
Most likely triple threat.
Yeah. Before we move any further, since we are on the topic of pay-per-views, what were your thoughts when you heard the speculation and then confirmation that after WrestleMania, WWE is going to be having one pay-per-view a month, and it's going to be dual branded? Did you hear about that?
No.
You did not? So it's no longer going to be a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. Now they're all joined together. They all have their own matches. Don't care. No interest.
Don't care.
I'm personally happy because we're not going to have to do 14 pay-per-views a year. They're down to 12.
Yeah.
I'm much more okay with that. It's no longer, at least for this year, we're not going to have those 2-week turnarounds where it's like, oh, we've got a pay-per-view this week, and don't forget in 2 weeks we have another one.
Yeah.
Like, that's just crazy. Can you imagine if people were still paying full price for pay-per-views when doing that?
Oh, that would be brutal.
I forget which one it was. I saw a pay-per-view advertised for WWE, a WWE advertised pay-per-view on DirecTV, and it was like still $60. I'm like, are people still seriously paying that?
That's brutal.
Yeah. I'm like, you get 6 months of the WWE network for the price of that. So, hey, not my problem. Or maybe you're somewhere where you don't get good internet. I don't know. Anywho, the Riot Squad goes up against Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. The Riot Squad get the win. New Day go up against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. New Day get the win. Two dudes go up against the Bludgeon Brothers. Two dudes get the loss. AJ Styles defeats Baron Corbin in the main event.
That's about it. Yeah.
This SmackDown was fairly passable for me.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are back together.
They are. They're still doing those god-awful texts on the screen while the wrestlers are cutting their promos, which that's getting annoying even faster than when I first saw it because they're still doing it. Did you happen to notice something in the Charlotte video and the Ruby Riott video?
No.
They played them in the wrong order.
Oh, real? Like,
they played Charlotte's response first, and then Ruby Riott's challenge second. So, like, they started it, and I was like, wait, what? And Charlotte was like, if you're going to challenge me to the championship, you're going to blah, blah, blah. And then 10 minutes later, they show Ruby Riott, and she's like, I'm officially challenging you to put up your title. And blah. I'm like, they played those out of order.
Ha ha.
How sad is that?
Funny.
So, yeah, pretty weird. Yeah, SmackDown Live it wasn't that good this week, and that's a shame. Going into Hot Topics, the announced name, the next name in the WWE Hall of Fame, former guest of the show,
Double J.
JEFFJARRETT.
Slap nuts.
Listen up, slap nuts. That's right. Jeff Jarrett. Wow.
So, okay. To be in the Hall of Fame, do you have to sign a Legends contract?
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I am not a WWE Hall of Famer.
Well, you should know.
I should be a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
All those ideas.
Is he still in rehab?
I think he is out now, I believe.
I wonder, since he is going to be a Hall of Famer, if he's still going to do, like, dude, he went through some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he did good, I think, when he first originally had TNA. Then he fell off, came back, fell off again. Then he tried to create again.
Global Force and
then
that.
a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sorry for people who bought into that pyramid scheme, by the way. Or no, I don't feel sorry. If you too stupid, I don't know, falling for that pyramid scheme, I don't know. But there was always something about Jeff Jarrett I did like. I just don't know what.
Yeah. He had something about him. And one of the comments that I read about it was it was actually a really positive note about it. And it's kind of like, yeah, you're right, if you think about it that way. Whether you liked Jeff Jarrett as a performer or a manager, owner, whatever, he kept people employed. Like, he created a corporation, that being TNA Impact Wrestling, which employed wrestlers who went from WCW who did not want to go to WWE, people who left WWE for whatever reason.
He also did a good job. I remember not seeing him for a long, long time, and I remember when TNA popped up. I didn't watch TNA at first, and I finally got to see it because I think at first it was on ESPN for a little bit, and it was on different stations. I finally got to watch it.
Fox Sports.
They were trying to shop it around, but I remember him with like other stars, and I'm like, I don't know, he wasn't the best at things, but I enjoyed seeing him again.
Yeah. So, whether you love him, whether you hate him, whatever your opinion is, you have to kind of respect his work ethic for what he did for the wrestling industry.
With China?
Oh, I don't remember.
And didn't he have a feud with Mark Miro?
Maybe. I can't recall. But yeah, he's the latest inductee for the WWE Hall of Fame. And if you happen to go back, you can go on our Facebook page, WNS Podcast, and you can listen to the interview that we got to have with him back in 2014.
You asked the question, who's going to induct him?
Yeah.
And I loved one of the comments on there because some guy's like, Karen Jarrett?
I'm really surprised that I didn't see Dixie Carter on there. I'm really surprised.
I wanted to put Dixie Carter.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know what their work relationship is like.
No, they wouldn't do it. Even though they showed her in the AJ Styles or Kurt Angle thing. I mean,
yeah.
That doesn't mean she has like the green light.
He had to end up like giving her control, didn't he? I don't remember what happened, but
I don't know. There was a lot of shit that went down.
Yeah, but I was surprised that someone didn't put that as a joke.
Dixie Carter.
So yeah, congratulations to Jeff. That's pretty
But yeah,
cool.
I can't think of who is going to induct him. I do not know.
Maybe AJ. A lot of people said Road Dogg because he was the roadie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's how Road Dogg got introduced. So yeah, it's cool stuff. Final bit of hot topic news, at least from what I have, and we'll get into video game talk here in a minute if you want. James Ellsworth still making headlines. He's working the independent circuit. I'm sure he's pulling a lot more money than he originally did.
Yeah,
So
I think he's having a feud with Nick Adonis right now. You know who that is, right? Chris Masters.
Oh, cool. Nice. So he has introduced, or reintroduced, I guess you could say, the Intergender Championship belt. And I did see a comment that was like, hadn't this been done before? Yes, you're right. Andy Kaufman did it back in the day during his feud with Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
He wanted to wrestle women. He didn't want to have to deal with the men. So Apollo Crews, or not Apollo Crews, that's a different line of hot topics that we already talked about. James Ellsworth is going to be defending his intergender
Not against
championship.
Apollo.
Not against Apollo. So the belt is half pink, half blue, and it's got the female logo and the male logo. What's really funny is I saw the male logo and it was upside down because you know how it's usually pointing up. It was pointing down the other way.
Oh.
But so yeah, some cool stuff. That's pretty much as far as the hot topics that I have, unless you have anything.
WWE 2K18 is announcing WWE a different edition, like with all the DLC together in a disc. It's like the WrestleMania something edition. There's no point for me getting it because I already have all the DLC.
Yeah.
So I might as well not get it on the disc. But this is the first time they're doing this. So I don't know.
Interesting.
I know games do that. It's like, oh, okay, we have all these waves of DLC, but we're gonna announce it in the year the year edition.
Game of the year edition.
Yeah, so technically WWE is now doing that.
Cool. So I can just get that one and have all the DLC.
Yeah.
No problem.
I don't know when, and they haven't announced anything about if
I'll
they're
pick it up when it goes on sale.
Add patches for the Switch version.
Oh, I like your enthusiasm.
It's like that's one of the 3 reasons why I wanted a Switch.
Just wait for next year.
I know.
Let them get the kinks out. And you can get it next year.
I gotta put money away for that.
Yeah. Go ahead and save it now.
I need to put away money for 2 games for the Switch.
2 games.
WWE 2K19.
Yes.
And then whenever the new Pokemon game comes out for Switch, you need to get that too.
I need to get that?
Oh yeah, you can get it.
Or you need to get it.
I need to get it.
Okay. Just clarifying what you said.
Sorry.
So yeah, going back into video game talk, you and I have been tearing it up in WWE Supercard.
Yes.
Having a lot of fun doing
Finally
that.
got into that, man. I'm so pumped, and it's addicting.
Yeah.
Like the events, and I'm getting close. I'm probably about like 4 tiers away from Titan.
Well,
not 4. You know how there's 4 things per tier or whatever.
there's
like
the regular tier, then there's the plus, and there's plus.
and then plus. Yeah. So, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah.
We're at a monster tier, and we brought you in to to boost you
If
up
I
really
wasn't in
quick.
a group, I wouldn't even be close to this.
No, nowhere close. Which is really cool because it's helping your deck, and we're having a lot of fun.
I don't know if
Messaging
John's
back and
going to
forth.
listen to this
Epic
or whatever,
Boom.
but thank you, man.
Yeah, if you happen to play WWE Supercard, look for the team Epic Boom. You'll see the two of us on there.
Yeah.
We've also been playing Destiny.
Yes.
Destiny 2, having a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, man.
Watching Noah go head first into Oblivion.
Man, we've been trying to get people together because we have a clan now. It's only
Yes.
3.
Yes.
You, me, and Noah. But we need 6 people because I want to do that Leviathan 6-man raid. And it's not matchmaking. You got to bring your people to the,
Yes.
And there's like, there's like 2 different Leviathan raids.
Well, actually, what you can do is you can go into the regular chat
Probably ask
and
someone.
say, "Hey, is anyone looking to do Leviathan?"
That's
and you can
true.
join. You can join our fire team.
Yeah, that's true. Because I have this little weird quest thing that's in my gun slots, and I finished it I didn't finish it. I got to this last one, and I got to beat the Leviathan raid and bring this quest to one of the guys, and I get this like rare exotic weapon.
Cool.
But I need to finish this damn Leviathan raid.
You'll get there. Don't worry.
Then 2 days ago, I just picked up Dragon Ball Fighters PS4. It's kind of weird when you first start because it's not a regular menu. When you first start, you're in this little
Cutscene.
server, or not server, but depending on where you live in the world,
Region.
but then there's different ones you can live. There's like East Coast. There's 3 different East Coasts for
gotcha.
U.S. and whatever. You're this little character. You pick your character and you run around this area. And you can go to the practice area. You can go to tournament and different things. And there's little quests and stuff. And there's also a storyline. But it's not like a regular menu. Like, hey, here's arcade. Here's this. Like, you have to pick it and run around and stuff. And so that's a little different.
Interesting.
But man, it's very fast paced, and it's like, I mean, people who don't know and people who do know, it's kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom, not Infinite, but like either 3 or 2, whatever. It's like 3 on 3. It's like a 2D, like, you have a assist character that helps you fight, and you can switch them out and stuff. I've only played with like 4 characters, but I'm enjoying. I want to get good with Hit because he's not your normal character. He's like a counter dude and stuff. I've been playing with Goku Black. He's fun. Beerus is pretty cool too. I like how one of the moves where he can release these energy balls and they stay on the screen and you can hit them towards the person. Like there's one he releases 1 and you can hit, but there's 6, and then you can move the person towards them and once they hit the energy balls, then they explode and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That's the same with Hit. He has this little timed skip attack where there's this thing that creeps up to you, and if it gets to you, he'll attack you from far away. And then also you can have the attack where it's coming from behind you, so you can move the character where you want to, your enemy where you want to.
Nice. Set them up.
Yeah, I played. Yeah, I said Goku Black. I played with him. I played with Boo. He's pretty fun. Yes. I got the season pass. They announced 2 of the characters that's coming out soon. Bardock, which is Goku's dad, and Broly.
Cool.
So, all the characters they have. Let's see.
I heard that has sort of a short roster. It's like maybe 30 or 24 or somewhere around there.
That's less than that.
Yeah.
It's probably about 14, 15.
But I also heard that it's done really well.
Oh, very good. Let's see. I guess I'll just name them off right here or whatever. Okay, Goku, Vegeta, Tien, Yamcha, Piccolo, Krillin. What's the girl android? 16?
Yeah.
16? 17.
Or is it 18? She's 18. Got to make her legal.
I don't know. What's the okay? You know how the twins? I forgot. He's the assist character with her, so he's not like a fighter or whatever. And then they have the big android with like the orange
That
hair.
was 16.
Yes, he's in there. They also introduced another character in the storyline, and she's Android 21, so she's different, but she's half Android, half Majin. It's weird. They have Boo. They have Kid Boo, which I don't understand. I'm not a big Kid Buu fan. I don't know why they put Kid Buu in there and not Super Buu. Super Buu was one of my favorite Boos.
Yeah.
Cell, Frieza, Nappa, Captain Ginyu, Goku Black, Beerus, Hit. Dude, I feel like I'm missing someone.
That's all right.
So, yeah.
All your favorites from the Dragon Ball Z saga.
Well, they haven't put I don't know why they didn't put Master Roshi in it.
He's old.
But he can still fight. He was fighting in Dragon Ball Super. Oh, yeah. They have...
Videl.
They have... No, they don't have Videl. They have Adult
Chi-Chi.
Gohan. They have Teen Gohan. And then they have Gotenks as a character.
Nice.
They don't have, like, little Trunks and little Goten. They have Gotenks.
Huh.
So, it's pretty cool. And also...
That probably is a smarter
They
choice.
did a WWE thing, by the way, because I haven't unlocked it. Separate characters are Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue form.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we don't know who the other DLC is going to be. I think Raditz may be one
Master
of them.
Roshi.
Master Roshi and Raditz, I think, should be one of them.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know
No.
who else. But no, it's pretty fun. I'll bring it. We'll play before the
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Cool. Sounds good. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. If you have any questions for us or comments, or you want to leave a review for us, do all that good stuff.
Oh, sorry. And Trunks. I forgot.
And
Yeah.
Trunks.
Forgot about Trunks.
Good stuff. So you can leave us your questions on our YouTube channel, WNSvideo, or our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com, WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook. You can subscribe to our show and leave a review on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on that Stitcher. We're on that Beyond Pod. We're on that Satchel. And one more. I forgot what it was. Just search Wrestling
Player.fm.
Yeah, Player.fm. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're actually on many things. All you have to do is do a Google search and you'll see us.
We're everywhere, dog.
We be all over the place. You can follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler _A-Bear.
Yes.
Is that about it?
Also play Supercard.
Yeah, there you go. So, podcast crew, I am Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler A-Bear.
And we will catch you all next week.